Hello and welcome to Modern Toyfare Reviews. Today I am taking a look at the Target exclusive Neca TMNT Turtles in Disguise 4-pack. This set has been a nightmare to try to hunt down, so let me know in the comments below if you've been lucky enough to come across it or if you're still on the hunt. But enough chitter chatter, let's go ahead and get at her. Okay, so let's take a look at how they turned out. We're going to start with the head. As you can see, you've got the happier face, the more animated look to it with the smile and just some of the line work there. As you can see, they do still have that kind of shaded back part to the mask like they did on the originals. You do have a little bit of a different tie on the back of the mask. And then, for the most part, there's not much for the shading on the back of the head, which I find a little odd, especially because you can see it down on the arms and on the neck. So not sure if that was intentional or if it was just, something they didn't think about. The shell is a little softer. It's definitely a little lighter. You've got the belt, which looks really nice. And then arms, about the same as what we got last time. You got the dark green on the back, light green on the front. You've got the lines drawn in there. You've got the purple on the elbow pads and wrist pads. Pull it around here so you can see that darker green a little better, and even some of the line work done in the wrist tape and elbow pads. And going down to the legs, more of that kind of same green with the lines going through it, even down with the feet sculpted in there with the wrinkles in the toes. And then at the bottom you've got a little peg hole. We spin them around though. Take a look at the shell. Honestly, I think the shell's probably one of the best parts, like visually. It just looks it's really smooth. It's got that dark brown for the lines and then the light brown everywhere else. It looks really good. And then each turtle does come with both angry eyes and happy eyes, and then there's 4 different heads. So here is the kind of upset mouth, and then you've got the just kind of generally like angry or serious face mouth. And as you can see, Leo also still has his holsters there for his katanas. And then you've got the happy open mouth. So they're all interchangeable. You can kind of swap them in and out however you want. One thing that does upset me is on the open mouths, you've got this kind of crease here where you can tell it's a separate piece, which is weird because on the 1/4 scale ones, they are just a solid mold. So I'm not sure why they screwed that up, but I'm definitely not happy with how it looks. And you'll also notice there are some mold marks and glue marks throughout them, which is also kind of annoying. Okay, so time for some articulation. Head does tilt quite a bit. You do have a ball joint both in the neck and the head, and then tilts the other way as well. You spin 360 degrees all the way around. Get quite a bit of up, a little bit of down, and then the tie on the back of the mask actually does have a hinge on it now, so you can twist it. You can put it either way, forward or backwards, like so. And then arms go about 90. You got the bicep swivel. And then you go full forward and backwards motion. Single jointed elbow. Wrist pegs do tilt forward or backwards depending on which fist it is. It can go more of like a forward motion or just like a back and forth motion. Kind of just depends. And then it twists 360 degrees. And as far as abdomen, not really an ab crunch, but at the hips, you do see quite a bit of rotation, a lot more than we did before. You can actually twist it pretty well too. Helps with the shell, seems a little softer than it was. Leg goes out to 90, goes all the way forward. Pretty far back, but it is hindered by the shell. And then you do have a little bit of rotation here. It's a little hard to do. You almost have to kind of like bend the knee and then do it. And you can kind of get it in different positions. And then, speaking of the knee, double joint knees. It does not have the twist at the knee. However, it does have that at the elbow. Which, there we go. And then ankle goes forward and backward. And you can get insane amounts of twist out of these. Both directions, left and right. So some definite improvements from the previous set of turtles, but Still some hindrances here and there. As far as the swappable heads go, the way it works is you start off with just the little mouthpiece like this, and then you take one of the eye pieces, kind of line it up just right. Second here. There we go. It just pops right in. So just like that, now you've got Serious Mikey. And then it's just got the little ball joint peg in there. For accessories, you get a set of sais for Wrath. You get a set of katanas for Leo. A set of nunchucks for Mikey. Donnie's bow staff. You get this normal pizza that has a little pan underneath. You get the anchovy ice cream pizza. You get a slice of pizza. You get Pigeon Pete. You get the boombox. Hare and the tortoise, and on the back it even has the tortoise winning the race. You get the weird hat ball cap. You get Mikey's skateboard, and the wheels actually do move. You get a pair of pants for each turtle. You get a trench coat for each turtle. You get a fedora for each turtle. You get the creepy human masks with the Dale face. You get it with the creepy smile face. You get 4 sets of high five hands, 2 sets of thumbs up hands, 1 set of pointing hands, and 1 set of sigh holding hands. And for the moment you've all been waiting for, this is how you disguise your turtle. So first, I like to put the ankles down and put the legs together. So you can get the pants on, just kind of get it over both sets of feet like so. Then you kind of grab the elastic and work it and slide it down over the knee pads all the way up. Make sure you get it over his butt there, and then also get that underneath the shell. And there's his pants. And then as far as the trench coat goes, it's pretty simple. I like to go and have the arms kind of a little bit backwards, but also up in the air. You slide them on. There we go. And then when you rotate them down, the cool thing is this jacket kind of just shifts into place. Just straighten it out a little bit here. Get the neck underneath. There we go. And straighten it out a little bit. And then you can fold these over. This is where it gets a little bit tricky, because you have to get this through the little buckle here. Let's see. Get it straightened out. There we go. Slide that right through there. And then you gotta slide it through the other side. The only problem is it keeps coming undone as you try to do it. Here we go. Oh, maybe. There we go. Just like thread and needle. And then you slide that to tighten it. And then I would suggest trying to tuck it down into the rest of the belt if you can, or even just in his armpit, because if you don't, it's not very snug, so it will just keep coming undone over and over again. It's really annoying. And then last up, we just have his fedora. Let me find it. There we go. This pops on. You can lay it on, or it is kind of rubbery, so you can pop it on and it will actually fit to his head. And then, of course, if you prefer, they do have the alternate human heads you can do. So if you pull that up, give me 1 second here. There we go. You've got the human head with the fedora, so you can kind of swap those out as you please. Okay, so rather than size comparison, I want to compare them to the originals. So as you can see, the biggest difference is the head sculpt. You've got that really nice like cartoon head sculpt on the new ones, where the old ones just, they do not compare. Also, the front of the shell is a little lighter and sculpted a little different, and then the belt buckle has also got a little more line work to kind of make it the letter pop. Beyond that, all the blues on Leo's like arms bands and everything are the same, and then the back of the shells are also a little different. You'll notice the newer one's a little more light, as far as the brown is more of almost like a tan, and then also we've got the new posable mask tails compared to the old ones that just twisted. So quite a bit of improvements. It's definitely shocking to see them side by side. Alright, wouldn't be a NECA review if we didn't talk about the incredible box art. So, we've got this massive box, you've got all the turtles on the front, they're eating some Vinny's Pizza. You've got the logos, you've got the turtles in disguise, like old VHS like lettering. It does open up to display the turtles if you're an inbox collector with the street little printout down here. You've got the pizza monster peeking out, you got some mutagen, you got some comic books, got broken shell phone, all sorts of different little Easter eggs. At the bottom, pretty plain Jane, you got some logos, you got the UPC barcode, and then you got the artists down on the far end. And then back of the box, you've got all of the great shots of the turtles in different poses, showing off the disguises. You've got the little diagram showing you how the faces work. Top, you just got the logo and some more kind of street display. Side here, you've got a window, you've got a little Joey eyeball down there peeking out. On the other side, you got a wanted poster for Bebop and another window. So overall, really cool. They killed it like they always do. Okay, so overall, incredible set. Super happy I found one. Great improvements in a number of different places, but there were definitely some very glaring QC issues, from leftover glue marks, molding issues, even still with the ridiculously tight joints. So I definitely wish they would have took a little more time, maybe improved them a little more. Regardless, I'm still happy with how they turned out. But that is going to wrap it up for this week's video. Please make sure to let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts and feelings are about this figure. And as always, hit that like and subscribe button. It helps us out here on the channel. Make sure to check us out Fridays with me, Jamar, and or Nate. Always go over the weekly news. And if you like the figure photography that you see here at the end of the video, make sure to check us out on Instagram and Twitter at Modern Toyfare. So hopefully we'll see you next week. Same toy time, same Toyfare channel. Thank you for watching.